Oh, right, yeah. This is a Patreon from Ed. This is the band on Saturday Night Live. Shows you how old Saturday Night Live is in America. We know it's people who kind of know American culture over here know that Saturday Night Live is big, but I didn't know it was this old. But yeah, let's go.
My special guests this evening have been on the road as a touring band for over 16 years. This Thanksgiving, they will be doing their last live performance, and we are very honored to have them here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, the band.
We haven't done that tune yet. That sounded actually way more. I mean, they are a '60s band. I'm sure that they debuted in the '60s, but they have a much older sound. That sounded much more '60s from them. Both Robbie Robertson's guitar and the bass player on that. The bass was fire. He was shredding the whole time. But yeah, let's carry on.
Tracks again in the winter of '65. We were home. my wife in Tennessee when one day she called me. Said, Virgil, quick, come and see. And there goes the Robert E. Lee. Now I don't mind chopping wood, and I don't care if the money's no good. You take what you need and you leave the rest. But they should never have taken the very best. The night is over, tears she's down. When all the bells are ringing, the night is over, tears she's down. And all the people were singing, they went la 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 like my father before me, I will work the land. And like my brother above me, who took a rebel stand, he was just 18, proud and brave, but a Yankee, a lady made his grave. And I swear by the mud below my feet, you can't play, you can't back up when it's in defeat. The night is over, tears she's down. When all the bells are ringing, the night is over, tears she's down. And all the people were singing, they went la la la
That is just such a great tune. That's a tune I knew before we started doing reacting, but I didn't know they wrote that song. But I think his voice as well with the words to it really captures because he talks about Robert E. Lee. Um, yeah, I actually saw a great debate about the Civil War in America and that it's been painted in modern days of slavery versus no slavery. Like that's how it's been painted. It's like, but a lot of the people that actually fought for the South in that war were not slave owning class. They were poor white people. And he said he's like there was a quote from a Southern soldier at the time where they said, what are you fighting for? And he's like, and the soldier said, because you're here. Like to them, it wasn't. To most of them, and it was an argument over the Confederate flag and that the Confederate flag is racist. And yeah, this guy was like, actually, it wasn't. A lot of them men that fought in that war were not even in a financial situation to own slaves anyway. It was irrelevant to them. It was just the fact that they see it as you was coming into their place. You was where they are, and yeah. But I think that time, his voice, he has a voice of an old cowboy kind of regaling you with campfire um stories. And when he said something, I'm sure he said, "Oh, like my father before me, I'll work the land," or something like that. I'll work with my hands or something. I don't think we should have ever developed past that kind of um level of humanity, to be honest. That I think that that's when we peaked, was when we was still could live off the land as an individual. But yeah, anyway, on to the next one. Let's go.
in the heart of a lonely kid, suffering so much for what he did. They gave this poor boy misfortune and fate, and since that day he ain't been the same. See the man with the stage fright, just standing up there to give it all his might. He got caught in the spotlight, but when he gets to the end, he wants to start all over again. I've got firewater rain on my breath, and the doctor warned me I might catch your head. He said you can make it in your disguise, just never show the fear that's in your eye. See the man with the stage fright, standing up there to give it all his might. He got caught in the spotlight, but when we get to the end, well, he wants to start all over again. Now when he says that he's ready, won't you take him at his word? And for the price that poor boy's paid, well, he was to sing just like a bird. Sweating and my mouth gets dry. Fancy people go drifting by. Well, the moment of truth is right at hand. Just one more nightmare you could stand. See the man with the stage fright, just standing up there to give it all his might. He got caught in the spotlight, but when we get to the end, well, he wants to start all over again. Oh, just start all over again.
This band is just so good because all three tunes have almost felt like bands from different eras. Almost, you had the '60s, you had a much older with The Night They Drove Old Dixie Down, a very old school American kind of tale. And then that tune, I don't think we've ever done that tune either.
Once again, the band.
Georgia, Georgia, the whole day through. This old sweet song that keeps you, Georgia, on my mind. Oh, Georgia, oh, Georgia, a song comes as sweet and clear, just like moonlight through the pines. for me. Other eyes have smiled tenderly. Still in peaceful dreams I see that the road leads back to you. Hey, Georgia, Georgia, no peace, no peace I find, but there's still this old sweet song that keeps you, Georgia, on my mind. There's still this old sweet song that keeps you, Georgia, on my mind. Keeps you, Georgia, on my mind.
They really are some band, aren't they? All of them, really. All of them can sing. All of them, yeah, just great. He did a great version of that, and kind of captured that very, like, feeling of almost like you're sat in a bar. Tell you who else do a good version of that? It's Cold Chisel. There's a great performance of their doing that, and it kind of, I guess that song kind of in itself, um, has that kind of, but it has the vibe as if, like, when you was watching him sing that, as if you're sat in a bar watching the band. Do you know what I mean? It really puts you in that thing. But yeah, great, great. I mean, just such a great band. There's such a great band, all of them. Yeah, the night they drove Old Dixie down there, I just love that song because don't drove by us. I think that might be where I heard it first, was Joan Baez, not actually their version. But it's just such, it's got such an old, um, like a kind of, like a Civil War tune, basically. Like I'm a good old rebel, or yeah. But yeah, absolute fire, absolute fire. But that's the reactions. We